Broadcasting live, KSLA News 12 starts now.
Good morning. You're watching our weekend edition of KSLA News 12 this morning. It's 8 o'clock and I'm Destiny Patterson. But first, we are going to send it over to our first alert weather meteorologist, Jessica Moore. And Jessica, it's looking pretty nice this morning.
Oh, it is stunning out there, Destiny, and it is going to be a continuously nice day out there. Right now, we're looking at mostly sunny skies out of our NSU Skycam, but we will have a few clouds start to make their way into the Arklatex. But for now, waking up to a beautiful sunrise out there and very cold temperatures. A lot of areas were still near freezing when I checked about an hour ago, and still this morning. We have Marshall, Texas right now at 30 degrees, 33 in DeQueen, but near Idabel, near that area, 37. We're at 44 in Texarkana, which is warmer right now than Shreveport. 38 though in Mansfield. A chilly 31 below freezing right now in Natchitoches. Hemphill at 32 as well. Florine though has warmed up to around 36 degrees. So as you're headed out this morning and they're headed to work or headed off to church today, just make sure to bundle up. You'll need it basically throughout the day. By noon, we'll warm up into the 50s. We're talking around 54 degrees by noon, 57 around 3, 52 around 6 o'clock. We'll again see clouds enter by late morning and into the afternoon, but it won't hinder from the sunny skies that we'll see today. Your highs today a little bit warmer than yesterday. 56 in Idabel today, 57 in DeQueen and in Texarkana. Highs today near and along the I-20 corridor. We're talking 57 in Homer, 59 in Shreveport, 57 also in Marshall, Texas. And then just further to the south, that's where things will get a little bit warmer. 62 is the high today in San Augustine and in Manny, going around 63 though in Natchitoches. Now we'll continue to see dry conditions today and on your Monday, but unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, a stalled front will be bringing rain chances basically daily as we head towards Tuesday and the end of the work week. Heavy rain will be possible with this, but little to no severe weather risk is what we're looking at right now. So there's some good news with that. And taking a snapshot of it, Tuesday afternoon, we're looking at the greatest chance of rain going to be here in near the I-20 corridor and southward in parts of deep East Texas. And that will continue into the evening for some as well, starting to push off to the north and east. And so this is a look at Tuesday. Cloudy all across the Arklatex with rain, again, mostly near I-20 and southward, but won't rule out the chance for a few showers near Texarkana up towards Mount Pleasant as well. But if you don't get rain today, you'll likely get it either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Still have plenty of chances for that. So how much rainfall we're talking around Texarkana towards Magnolia? Could see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, and then areas closer to Shreveport and Bienville Parish, northern DeSoto, and back towards Panola County in Texas could see around 1 to 2 inches. But if you are in around Shelby, down towards Natchitoches and Sabine, likely only going to see around ½ an inch to 1 inch of rain. So taking a look at your 7-day forecast, MLK Day is on Monday. Never mind this icon, I keep getting it wrong. But as we take a look at your MLK Day, if you don't have to head to work, enjoy the sunshine and the clear skies, because that ends Tuesday. We have a 40-30% chance of rain on Tuesday and Thursday, bumping that up to around 60 and 50% on Thursday and Friday. Temperatures though will hang out slightly above normal in the 60s for the work week. Destiny?
The new strain of the COVID-19 virus, known for being more contagious, has made its way to Louisiana. Governor John Bel Edwards confirmed the case Saturday through Twitter, saying it was only a matter of time. Health officials say this variant spreads more easily from one person to another, but it hasn't been shown to cause more severe symptoms. The person diagnosed has a reported history of travel outside of Louisiana.
From what we know now, and we know specifically from Pfizer, came out and they said that this vaccine is covered. I mean, that this strain of the virus is covered. Now, they're constantly doing research.
After warnings about that more contagious variant, states nationwide are trying to get more COVID-19 vaccine supplies and distribution. The CDC said models show it could worsen the spread of the virus across the country.
It is going to burden the healthcare system. It is only going to increase the number of deaths, and it is going to spread the illness faster throughout the country.
Researchers say they believe the more people that are vaccinated, the more protection the public will have. The CDC is calling for aggressive vaccine distribution. So far, just over 12 million doses have been administered. What's typically a celebratory week in Washington has now become a very tense one. Just days away from the inauguration, and the country is facing very real threats of violent protests and not wanting a repeat of January 6th. Law enforcement and the National Guard are mobilizing for what could be ahead. Nadia Romero is in Washington with more.
It's a familiar scene all across the U.S. this weekend.
We're going to have enough California National Guard, Highway Patrol, and local law enforcement assets to ensure the safety of the community.
Law enforcement and the military are posting up around government buildings as the threat of armed and destructive protests looms heavy over inauguration weekend.
Our goal is not to have direct engagement with citizens, but we are trained. Our soldiers and airmen are trained in non-lethal tactics to support if requested to do so.
Capitol buildings and some businesses being boarded up and secured.
When we arrived, we found the lock had been liquid cemented.
The National Guard Bureau says more than 25,000 National Guard and airmen representing all 50 states joining those from Washington, D.C. to support the inauguration. President-elect Joe Biden's team has pushed back rehearsal for the inauguration for a day until Monday in order to allow the Secret Service more time to prepare. Biden gave reporters a quick yes Friday when asked if he felt he would be safe on Wednesday. With the nation's capital practically walled off, the mayor of D.C. is asking people to enjoy the festivities from home.
Participate virtually. And we know that is the right choice and the best way to keep everyone safe.
In Washington, I'm Nadia Romero.
The majority of the 20,000 National Guard troops headed to Washington for the inauguration will not be tested for COVID-19. Troops will undergo temperature checks and wear face coverings. D.C. health officials are concerned because the virus can be spread by people without symptoms. Troops will try to maintain social distancing, but if there is another riot like the one at the Capitol, that will not be possible. A Virginia man was arrested at a D.C. checkpoint for carrying an unregistered gun and more than 500 rounds of unregistered ammo. Officers asked Wesley Allen Beeler if he had anything that could harm them after noticing pro-gun decals on his vehicle. Beeler said he had a gun. That's when police searched the vehicle and found the gun and ammunition. Beeler says he's licensed to carry a gun in Virginia, and he was supposed to be working security for the inauguration and forgot to remove the guns and ammo from his vehicle. Governor John Bel Edwards has summoned nearly 200 Louisiana National Guardsmen to the nation's capital. The governor is also beefing up security right here at home, with Louisiana State Police lining every entrance at the Capitol just to be on the safe side. Peaceful protesters have been coming to the Capitol every single Saturday since the election. For the most part, many of them just walk up and down the steps, waving a few flags. Our sister station in Baton Rouge says they want to remain peaceful, but also make sure their voice is heard.
Well, we've been coming out here since November 7th, and we are trying to make our voice heard, that we don't agree with the outcome of the election in November 3rd, but we've been doing so very peacefully.
We did ask some of the protesters about the extra security, and most of them said they were fine with it. The Texas Capitol is temporarily closed ahead of the inauguration. The Texas Department of Public Safety says they're aware of armed protests planned at the Texas State Capitol this week. Austin Mayor Steve Adler says the city has been working with authorities to prepare for potential protests.
Well, I think the biggest concern in a time like this is violence. It's a large crowd that gets out of control. But this is what you plan for or prepare for and get ready for. And I believe we're ready. A lot of coordination between the police department here in Austin and the Department of Public Safety with the state. And I'm hopeful that this is just one of many kinds of protests we have in Austin all the time, nonviolent.
The Capitol will be closed through Wednesday.